Hiya, Lady Danny here, and even in the city you can appreciate nature, especially the birds and the squirrels, which come to my house on a regular basis to be fed. So I buy raw peanuts by the pound and birdseed by multiple pounds. But sometimes when you buy in bulk, you get a little something extra, like pantry moths. I bought this rice in bulk, but between the time I transferred it from the plastic bag into my plastic container, it must have gotten infected. And here you can see I've got larvae stage, I've got webbing inside of the rice, and I'm sure somewhere deep inside there are moths. Although pantry moths aren't toxic and they don't pose a health risk to humans or pets, I mean, look at this. Do you really want to eat that? So the best thing to do is throw it out. And then because these guys look for any chance to escape and hatch, you need to make sure you clean thoroughly. These guys like grains as well as nuts and sweet things. I found them infesting my rice, my sesame seeds, and peanuts. So make sure that you examine everything for webs, larvae, and hatching moths. And don't think, wow, the bag is unopened. There's no way they could have gotten in there. Yeah, they can. They can chew right through and start setting up a fully fledged habitat in your nuts. And it's not good enough just to throw it away. You need to empty your trash outside. So what do you do after you've emptied the trash? Well, now it's time for a good clean. Because you're working around food, the best way to clean this is with a cleaning vinegar. You can simply take white vinegar, or because I'm not too keen on that smell, I've infused white vinegar with other things. In this case, mint and rose. Mint is especially great because it works as a natural pesticide. Now recently, I was decrying the fact that my monk fruit, which used to come in bags, now comes in these plastic containers. And once I've used all of the sweetener, I was recycling the plastic containers, but because they are a decent thickness and they have a tight screw-on lid, I have now repurposed these to hold my grains and legumes to keep them moth-free. But use what you have. If you have small jars for small amounts of rice or orzo, or if you have large mason jars, as long as it's thick and as long as it has a tight seal, you can use it to keep the moths at bay. And once everything has been cleaned and all the trash removed from the house, I've just one more trick. These pantry moth traps. I use these because they have a scent that attracts the moths, but you can feel free to just use strips of fly paper. Essentially, all you want to do is trap the flying moths so you can remove them from your house as well. I like these because they're less messy and they're easy to pop into the corner of my larder and keep the moths at bay. Now, I've still seen a moth or two in the house, but hopefully this puts me well on the way to eradicating all of the pantry moths in my home, just in time for a glorious new year without the moths.